I'm very happy to introduce Prime Minister K.Massimov. He is in Astana. It's 7:15 p.m. Astana time. You have the floor, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to welcome you to the Kazakhstan-US Investment Forum of 2011. It's a pity that I couldn't join you in person, but I am grateful for the opportunity to be with you by way of this video link. Before I begin, I would like to offer thanks to Samruk Kazana and to our ambassador in Washington for organizing this timely event. They have done a fine job, and I think you will all benefit from their hard work. I also want to take note of something very special happening here in Astana, where in less than 2 weeks we will begin a national celebration of Kazakhstan's 20th anniversary of independence. During these past 2 decades, we have successfully made the transition from a former Soviet republic with a struggling economy and an uncertain future to an independent, secure, and prosperous nation. Of course, we have not done this alone. Our international partners and foreign investors have been critical to our success and will also be critical to our future. Whilst we are all proud of what we have accomplished together to date, I firmly believe that the best is yet to come. I say this despite the storm clouds on the horizon. Across the global economy, as we survey the same landscape, I think we can all agree that the risks of recession have risen. The sovereign debt crisis in Europe, the mounting pressure on the international financial system, the credit downgrade of US and slowing growth in emerging markets are all reasons for concern. In Kazakhstan, we understand that we are not immune to these global forces, and despite the fact that our economy grew by more than 7% in the first 10 months of the year, we know that we must be prepared for difficult times ahead. For that reason, we have drawn up a contingency plan that will help safeguard our economy in the event of a sharp deterioration in global economic fortunes. It calls for bold and decisive steps to safeguard our economic position. The component of our plan fell into 3 broad categories that represent our development priorities for the months and years ahead. The first of these is economic diversification. While Kazakhstan's abundant natural resources helped us grow our economy, we understand that the next phase of our development will require strategic diversification of our productive capabilities that includes more value-added production and wider variety of services and finished goods. Such diversification will provide opportunities for our increasingly well-educated workforce while minimizing our vulnerability to the ups and downs of a single industrial sector. And of course, we must continue to invest in our people. If there is one thing we have learned from our study of successful economies around the world, it is that investment in education have a multiplier effect in terms of economic growth and prosperity. Similarly, we know that a healthy population and a productive population, so we are making large-scale investments in both education and healthcare in the years ahead. Our third development priority focuses on strengthening the private sector. Small and medium-sized enterprises are the engines of growth and job creation, so we are supporting SMEs by improving our investment climate and cutting bureaucratic red tape. All of this, of course, creates new opportunities for US businesses and institutions. As I said a moment ago, international partners and foreign investors have helped us build our economy. With an improved business climate and rich opportunities for growth, we look forward to even greater international participation in the future. In this regard, I would like to single out the US and our many American partners. Over the years, Kazakhstan and the US have enjoyed a warm, cooperative, and mutually beneficial relationship, and New York is the home to a number of our most important investors and partners. American investors know that Kazakhstan is a responsible member of the international community, and they appreciate the fact that we are a bridge politically, economically, and culturally between East and West. Investors also appreciate the fact that we are making it easier to do business in Kazakhstan by strengthening property rights and the rule of law and reducing administrative barriers. Importantly, too, We have reduced the corporate income tax rate from 30% to 20% and VAT from 13% to 12%. As a result, trade between our two countries has increased by more than 1/3 in just the past year alone. And for the first time, Kazakhstan is ranked among the top 50 economies by the World Bank in its 2012 Doing Business survey. Investors also know that the new custom union with Russia and Belarus makes Kazakhstan the gateway to a market of 170 million consumers. And at the same time, we are in the final stage of negotiation with WTO with a very real prospect of accession within a year. Taken together, I strongly believe that these factors make Kazakhstan an investment opportunity unlike any other. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you have a full program, so I will not keep you any longer. I trust that your discussion will be stimulating and informative and will provide a framework for our collaboration in the year ahead. Thank you very much for your attention.